Lord Krishna and Rukmini's love story is very different from the love stories that we see all around. What is it that was different about them? Let's hear in this Pauranik podcast. Let's begin our story now. Rukmini was the only daughter of King Bhishmaka. She was very beautiful. Many saintly persons and rishis like Narad Muni used to visit the palace of King Bhishmaka regularly. Rukmini had the chance to talk with them. They used to share Krishna's tales in detail with her, and that ensured that Rukmini could visualize his deeds. She didn't realize when she fell in love with him and decided to marry him. Much to Rukmini's delight, her parents wanted her to marry Krishna. It was an open secret that Rukmini was meant to marry Krishna, but her elder brother Rukmi had arranged her marriage to Shishupal, the king of Chedi. Rukmi was the friend of Krishna's enemy, King Jarasandha. Finally, Rukmini's father, Bhishmaka, gave in to the demands of Rukmi and agreed to get her married to Shishupal. Horrified, Rukmi wrote a letter to Krishna promising her profound love for him because of his qualities. She urged Krishna to visit with her at the earliest and elope with her. The task of handing over the letter to Krishna in Dwarka was given to a priest she trusted. Reaching Dwarka, the Brahmin met with Lord Krishna. He got out the letter Rukmini had written to Krishna and said, "These are the words of Princess Rukmini. My dear Krishna, I have heard of your transcendental qualities. I may be shameless in expressing myself directly, but you have captivated me and taken my heart. You may doubt my steadiness of character, since how can an unmarried young girl like me approach you without any shame? My dear Lord, I have looked upon you as my husband, and I therefore request you to please come here and catch hold of my hand, so that none, be it Shishupal or anyone in his company, touch me." After relaying Rukmini Devi's statement to Krishna, the Brahmin said, "My dear Krishna, I have brought this confidential message for you from Rukmini. After due deliberation, you may act as you please, but if you want to do something, you must do it immediately. There is not much time left." After hearing Rukmini's statement, Lord Krishna was very pleased. He immediately shook hands with the Brahmin and said, "My dear Brahmin, I am very glad to hear that Rukmini is eager to marry me, since I am also eager to marry her. I can understand that the marriage of Rukmini with Shishupal has been arranged by her elder brother in a spirit of animosity towards me. So I am determined to teach a good lesson to all these princes." Meanwhile, inside the palace, Rukmini was thinking, "There's only one night between today and my marriage day, and still neither the Brahmin nor Shyam Sundar have come. I cannot ascertain any reason for it." When no hope was seen, she thought that perhaps Krishna has found a reason to become dissatisfied and had rejected her proposal. As a result, the Brahmin might have also become disappointed and may not have come back. Although she was thinking of various reasons and causes of delay, she still expected them both at any moment. As she could not express her thoughts to anyone, she simply shed tears unobserved and closed her eyes in helplessness. On the day of her marriage, she saw the Brahmin messenger. She smiled and inquired whether Krishna had come. The Brahmin replied that Sri Krishna has arrived. Further, he encouraged her by saying that Krishna had promised to carry her away without fail. In the meantime, Rukmini, being very nicely dressed, came out of the palace to visit the temple of Ambika, Goddess Durga. As Rukmini proceeded towards the temple, she was silent and grave. Rukmini left the temple in the company of her mother and her friends, surrounded by her bodyguards. All the princes and visitors who came to Kundina for the marriage had assembled outside the temple to see the beauty of Rukmini. Krishna, unconcerned with the other princes, immediately took the opportunity to place Rukmini on his chariot, marked by a flag bearing the image of Garuda. Then he proceeded slowly, without fear, taking Rukmini away exactly as a lion takes a deer from midst the jackals. Meanwhile, Balram, the elder brother of Lord Krishna, appeared on the scene with the soldiers of the Yadu dynasty. Jarasandh and all the other princes were furious at Krishna for kidnapping Rukmini. They chased Krishna, but their progress was stalled by the soldiers of Yadu dynasty. After defeating all the opposing elements and forcibly carrying away Rukmini, Krishna brought her to his capital Dwarka and then married her according to the Vedic rites. What stands out here is the love Rukmini developed for Krishna. It is one of the rare instances where looks played no part for both the parties. Rukmini fell for Krishna after learning his greatness as a person, and on the other hand, Krishna was moved by Rukmini's devotion for him. Both developed deep love for each other just by the qualities of their characters rather than appearance.